Seguimos con Slay the Princess.
You're here to slay her.
Estás aquí
If
para
you
aniquilarla.
don't,
Si no lo
it
haces,
will be
será
the
el fin
end
del
of the
mundo.
world.
Muchas de estas cosas ya habíamos... vamos a mover la cámara. No, eso no. Vamos a ver la camarita. Vamos a ponerla ahí. Creo que ahí está bien. Creo. No me acuerdo. El fin. ¿El mundo de qué hablas? No has pensado, bla, bla, bla. Todo esto podíamos saltarlo, creo. Si mal me acuerdo. ¿Recibieron una recompensa por hacer esto? Ah, bien, gracias por decirme qué hacer. Genial, siempre quise enseñar a un miembro de la realeza. Viva la revolución. Vamos a continuar en silencio.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Dentro encontrarás a la princesa.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
No vamos a hacer esto,
She's a
¿verdad?
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrar en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Vamos a tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Vale. Entrar.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Creo que no voy a narrar.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Ah, bueno. El aire que te recibe es denso y húmedo. Percibes el hedor de pobredumbre de la madera antigua. Si la princesa realmente tiene que vivir aquí, aniquilarla sería hacerle un favor.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
A ver, solo mirar cómo estás, ahora creo que estoy aquí para matarte. No hemos dicho una nosotros, porque después está con nuestra conciencia de la cabeza. No vamos a decir una palabra.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
¿Qué hicimos? ¿Qué? Para nada. ¿Por qué piensas eso? Bien, me atrapaste. Vine a aniquilarte. No. Aún no lo decido. Solo vine a hablar. Vamos a mantener completo silencio. No vamos a decir una sola palabra. Continúa
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Si estás tan por razón, ¿no crees? Si ese cuchillo es la única arma que tienes, tendrás que acercarte mucho para poder usarlo.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Explorar. ¿Estás seguro de que no está armada? Lo siento, ¿vamos a hablar? Soltar la daga, ni quedar princesa, no soltaré la daga. Vamos a preguntar esto. No hemos hablado hasta ahora. Y a esta ya la conocimos. Hemos tenido 2 finales. Ella era una de esos 2 finales. Así que no sé. ¿Y si nos está mintiendo? ¿Qué tal si nos mata? Vamos a decir esto.
You're
Porque no quiero
so
matar.
close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Vamos a decirle no soltar la daga.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Vamos a decirle esto.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Vamos a decirle esto. A ver qué dice.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Ok. En la anterior hemos soltado la daga, hemos hablado y creo que nos habíamos encadenado con ella. Va, por un accidente. No quiero hacerlo. No voy a sacar un final donde la mato. No. Soltar. Listo, ya está.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Ok.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A ver, sí, bastante incómodo. Una relación. ¿Estás coqueteando conmigo? ¿Cómo podría sacarte de aquí? Estoy aquí porque se supone que acabarás con el mundo. Hay gente que piensa que acabarás con el mundo. ¿Qué tienes que hacer al respecto? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas en este lugar? ¿Sabes por qué estoy aquí para matarte? Bueno, ya hablamos lo suficiente. Vamos a olvidar cómo te llamas.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
Ok.
Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Una relación. Vamos a darle esto.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
A ver, ¿cómo podría sacarte aquí?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her
Esa cara ya
sharp
la vi.
eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Hay gente que piensa que acabarás con el mundo. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas en este lugar? ¿Sabes por qué estoy aquí para matarte?
Do you?
No. No sé vosotros en el mundo. Yo sé lo que me dijeron. El hecho de que lo crea o no es otra historia. Vamos a mentir.
You're lying.
Sí.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Hay gente que piensa, estoy aquí. Ah, sigamos. Bueno, ya no lo sé.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Voy a sacarte de aquí, estoy bien cadenas. Voy a mantenerte encerrada aquí abajo al menos por un rato. Podemos conocernos mejor. Mira, dice qué voy a hacer. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Mantenerla encerrada. Antiquidad de la princesa, voy a sacarte de aquí. Se miran las cadenas, ¿sabes?
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Tiene sentido. Y si no hay una llave, ¿tienes alguna otra idea? Además de cortarte el brazo para liberarte. Revisaré arriba, quizás la llave siga por ahí. Y si no, tal vez la pueda encontrar algo más que me ayude a liberarte.
I'll be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Esto ya sabíamos. Que se cierra la puerta y ahora abajo y supuestamente le cortamos la mano. Trata de abrir la puerta.
You try the door, but it's locked from the... You're here.
Esto ya lo vimos.
Your shouts and pleas are met. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to...
Ok, volver a bajar.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door
Escuché que se
slam.
cerró la puerta. Ay,
They locked
también
you
te
down
encerraron
here
aquí,
too,
¿verdad?
didn't they? The knife.
Cuchillo, le
Pick
cojo
it up
el
and
brazo.
cut me
Sí.
out.
You won't like what happens.
Ok, aniquilar a la princesa. Es que estoy sacando el mismo final. No quiero sacar el mismo final. Estoy dando vuelta en círculos y no sé cómo avanzar. No quiero aniquilarla tampoco. ¿Qué hago?
Against your better judgment,
La cari.
place the blade against the princess's
Ignoramos esta
arm,
parte.
just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Now let's
Ahora
get out of
salimos de
here.
aquí. Vamos a sacar de la puerta cerrada.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Yo no puedo permitir que escape al mundo exterior.
I just can't let her escape. As
Ahora
the
no,
princess
verdad.
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Aniquilar a la princesa, aniquilar a la princesa, aniquilar a la princesa. No había otra opción, ¿no? Aniquilar, 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 advertirle.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too
Que esto fue
easy.
demasiado fácil.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Esto ya habíamos, esto ya estamos
Stop
viendo exactamente lo
resisting me.
mismo.
I am trying to get you out of here.
Aniquilar, 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 aniquilar. Resistirte. No me deja. No me deja. Esto me dejaba antes. Ahora debe haber otra opción. Aniquilar, 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 aniquilar. Aniquilar, aniquilar, aniquilar. No, no hay otra opción. Ya no me deja presionar este.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop
Ow.
the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Oh,
Te
man.
liberaré de tu
I'll
miseria.
go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this. I'm sorry. but it's over.
Au. Se escuchó el
Everything
grito.
goes dark, and you die.
Capítulo 2. La torre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Si no lo haces,
If you
será
don't,
estamos aquí otra vez. Es verdad.
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Supongamos que digo la verdad y que todo esto en realidad ya sucedió. ¿Por qué debería escucharte? ¿Por qué debería molestarte en hacer algo contigo?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Hablemos de esta princesa. Sigamos
Just be
hablando.
quick about it.
Ella me mató la última vez. ¿Cómo puedo asegurarme de que no vuelva a pasar? Lo único que hizo la última vez fue masacrarme a golpes. ¿Cómo es que alguien así podía acabar con el mundo? Como dijiste la última vez, y cito, es tan solo una princesa. ¿De dónde sacó la fuerza necesaria para matarnos solo sus manos? ¿Quién la encerró en ese sótano? ¿Qué es este lugar?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Ok. Si hubo gente que la encerró, ¿por qué no la aniquilaron? Porque esta es mi responsabilidad.
Look, I'm not supposed to
No
say
puedo saltar.
this,
No puedo saltar es porque no he visto tu parte.
it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
No me estás contando todo. ¿Qué me estás ocultando? Como dijiste la última vez, y cito, es tan solo... Vos
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or
O
We could
podríamos
pledge
ponerle
ourselves to her
lealtad
and stop
y dejar de
pretending that
fingir
we're
que podemos
capable of
manejar esta
doing
situación.
anything
Es
in
probable
this
que ni siquiera tenga
situation.
que esforzarse para
She
vencernos.
probably doesn't even need to try
Le
to
voy a hacer caso a esta voz.
ours. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Y me mató la última vez. ¿Cómo puedo asegurarme de que eso no vuelva a pasar? No me estás contando todo lo que me está ocultando. ¿Qué me estás ocultando? A ver.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Ah, eso es todo.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. The less you know about her, the better.
De ella, mejor. Ok. Más no podemos hablar.
Great. Now, if
Bien,
you
ahora
don't
sí,
mind,
empezamos
the
a
whole
intentar
world is
entonces
waiting
empezar
with
sin
bated...
problema total. Vamos a la cabaña porque si damos la vuelta vamos a estar en un bucle, algo así. Ir a la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Oh, ok. Entra a la
If
cabaña.
that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would
Más
suggest.
diferente.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
No dijiste nada sobre el espejo de la pared.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror?
Por así el espejo.
We're
Al
all
fin y al
going
cabo,
to
todos
die
vamos a
anyway.
morir.
And I'm
Además,
sure
estoy
that if
seguro
we
de que si
looked
lo
in there,
miramos, lo único que
we'd
veremos
just see something
en él es
sad
una
and
figura
miserable
triste y
looking
miserable.
back at
Necesitamos
us.
que nos recuerden lo
We
que
don't
somos.
need any
Eso solo
reminders of
empeora
what
las
we are.
cosas.
It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Nos vemos como una especie de ogro, algo así. Somos deformes, no somos normales. Quiero ver lo opuesto que
Please
soy.
don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes, there is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Esta cabaña es muy diferente a la última. Acercarte al espejo para tomar la daga. Vamos a tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the altar.
Vamos a tomar la daga
It
otra
would
vez.
be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ahora, esto...
Maybe that's because you
Ah, es
haven't
diferente,
actually
es
been
diferente,
here.
diferente.
I
Piensa
hope this
porque
means
no
you'll
nunca había
finally
estado
drop
aquí.
that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Acercarme al espejo.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Limpiar el espejo.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
¿Pasará algo si ignoramos totalmente el espejo? Otra.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
Acá nos espera
spiral
ya otra princesa
staircase.
seguramente.
Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Escuchemos.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Hostia, ¿qué vamos a ver allí abajo?
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, no lo hacía.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continúa bajando las escaleras.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Pero al poco tiempo logras ver el final de las escaleras y te precipitas hasta el suelo, donde encuentras una inmensa habitación con forma de templo.
The princess towers over you,
Hostia.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
No.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Oye, yo dije que la agarre más fuerte, ¿no?
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Okay.
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Se supone que acabarás con el mundo. No. Permanecer en silencio.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull
la
will
cara.
save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses. but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
¿Por qué quieres obligarme a hacer con ella? Voy a matarte. No bromeabas con lo del hermano divino. ¿De quién es? ¿Es de ella? ¿Es tuya? No. No puedo elegir nada de esto. Algo he hecho mal. Recoger la
You
daga.
reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Los odio muchísimo a todos ustedes. Deja de obligarme a hacer cosas. Me reiré aquí para siempre. No puedo elegir nada más. Poder
You
de
feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
¿Qué?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Acabar con esto. No puedo elegir nada más.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Aniquilarte, aniquilar a la princesa, resistirte. Algo hice mal. Algo hice muy mal. Capaz puede agarrar la daga, capaz tuve que haberla dejado. Voy a seguir sin matar. Va, el anterior la maté técnicamente. Y vamos a hacerlo nosotros.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something
Hablaba el
different
narrador.
now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are.
Yes.
You're mine.
No.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries, your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
La apoteosis.
You're on a
What?
path in the woods, and at the
What?
end of that path...
No era a partir.
Let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
What? ¿No era? Para. ¿No era capítulo 2 y encontrábamos a la princesa que estaba siendo controlada por varias más? Algo así, no me acuerdo muy bien cómo era. Ok, todo esto va a ser nuevo. Nuevo para mí. Ok, vamos a ver. Ahora sí, exploremos bien todo.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already?
Ya, sabe. Ya he dicho exactamente las... Sí. La buena, la que tenía cara de mala, otra en la que nos encerramos con ella, y otra... No me acuerdo esta cuál es. Ay, me olvidé ya. Pero bueno. No, esta que estamos haciendo, a la anterior, y ahora con la diosa esta.
I think this is 3.
La tercera.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5. Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you don't, you get it. Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power. So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us. Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
Exactly.
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
Pobre, la voz del derrotado vio las dos peores cosas, creo.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Oye, espera, un momento, tengo muchas preguntas. No iré a la cabaña hasta que no obtenga respuestas. ¿Quién soy? Ir a la cabaña, huir, quedarte en el lugar. Vamos a decir esto, no quiero ir a la cabaña.
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
No puedo hacer nada.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes. Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Presencia la ascensión de tu superior.
You watch in paralysed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is all.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Oye, tú, el gracioso, mencionaste algo sobre una tercera opción, ¿verdad? Una que nos habría infelices a todos.
Well, we could always run away, right? To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
Tomar la daga.
With a grim determination,
Hey,
you
nuestro
yank
vaso
the
cambió.
blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you going to do with that tiny blade? Give her a...
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging. See how everything's floating around her? I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard. You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Lanzarle hacia de la destrucción.
You launch yourself towards the princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
That's right, she doesn't. So she has no idea what she's in for. With a heavy thump, you land on her chest. It's now or never. We've come this far. Let's take it home.
Cortar su corazón divino.
You strike, but her skin is like steel. Though you stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
You see? It was always pointless. All this has done is bring us close to her. And how beautiful it is to be.
It's not pointless, it can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
¿Nos arrancó el brazo? ¿Este es nuestro brazo? ¿O es un tronco? Dime que es un pedazo de rama nada más.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She thinks she's so much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
He offered us forgiveness. You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as pride.
Arrojar la daga al ojo, aceptar a tu nuevo Dios. Arrojar la daga al ojo.
Yes! Yes! Let's give her something to remember us by. You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky and
then nothing. She could never be harmed by...
It pierces her cornea. She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand. You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
So I've misread you. You are not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Ah?
The princess holds up her monumental hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light. The inferno incinerates everything that is you. And with it... No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
You leave me no other choice. Suffer for the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation will purify us both.
El incendio acabó con todo, pero sigues ahí, en medio de un mundo desenmarañado.
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was everything. But I'm no better than you, am I?
Oh, no tienes oportunidad de responderle, y jamás la tendrás. Es hora de irse. Los recuerdos vuelven. Deja una cicatriz cegadora a un ser divino. Algo para recordar. Acércate al espejo. Conforme te acercas, reina el silencio. Las voces quedaron calcinadas. Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano. Desaparecieron de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan, pero necesitas ver qué hay en él. Te has deteriorado. Te has marchitado. Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña. Acercarte a ella.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
No puede ser una contradicción. Las contradicciones no existen.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
¿Cómo puedes soportar ser una contradicción?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
No importa cuántas veces regrese, uno termina lastimando al otro, o nos lastimamos mutuamente. ¿Eso no te cambia? ¿No te empeora?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
En todo caso, hace que me caigas mejor. No sé qué dices sobre mí. En realidad, no. Apenas me acerco a ti, todo parece muy lejano. No tengo ninguna opinión al respecto. Lo único que quiero es que se termine todo. Que todo termine. Si me estás torturando y lo detesto. Creo que te odio. Vamos a decirle esto.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
¿Qué opinas de ese receptáculo?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Aún tengo pensado matarte cuando termine con todo esto. ¿Sabes qué les ocurre a los mundos que dejamos atrás?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have
Dios,
seen
este
what I
es
have
larguísimo.
seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Aún tengo pensado matarte. ¿Ya descubriste que vas a querer cuando terminemos? ¿Sigues sin importar lo que te traiga por la próxima vez? ¿Cuántos tacos más tengo que traerte?
We will know when we near our destination.
¿Sigues sin importar lo que te traiga la próxima vez?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Entonces no tiene ninguna prisa en cuanto a cómo quieres cambiar o crecer.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
¿Ya descubriste qué vas a querer cuando terminemos?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Aún tengo pensado matarte cuando terminemos con todo esto.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Estoy listo para volver.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Ok. Llévate la apoteosis a ella.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
Esto ya
cabin,
sabemos.
you're
Vamos a saltar.
here.
¿Y si la matamos? Todas las veces, tipo, vamos directo a aniquilarla. ¿Qué pasará? Vamos a averiguar. Vamos a hacer eso. No quiero, pero vamos a averiguar qué pasa. No vamos a decir una sola palabra. Vamos a directamente aniquilar.
You'll find the princess with
¿Puedo saltar esto? Entrar.
the interior of the cabin.
Podemos saltarlo. Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the
Saltamos. Entrar al sótano.
The door to the basement.
Saltamos. Continuar bajando. Continuar bajando.
Good.
No vamos a decir nada.
You're still listening to reason.
Saltamos. Es ella. No vamos a decir nada. Calmarte, me vas a pensar.
You step forward.
Saltamos. ¿Estás seguro de que no estás hermana? Lo siento, no podemos. Lo siento, no podemos hacer nada. Saltar, aniquilar. Directamente, de una. Aunque no quiera, de una lo hacemos. Aniquilar.
You lunge forward with
Te lanzas hacia adelante sin dudarlo un momento.
You feel flesh
Sientes como
easily
atraviesa
give
su carne
way,
fácilmente
and
y
look
ves
down
como
to
su
see your
daga ya está
blade
clavada en
already
lo profundo
sinking
de su
deep
corazón.
into her heart.
Sin dudar, no vamos a darlo. No me gusta ver esto, pero vamos a hacerlo.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Me pregunto qué va a pasar ahora.
But is it over? Really over?
Por supuesto, está muerta. No estoy seguro. Siento que debo tener algún truco bajo la manga. Claro que no. Fue demasiado fácil. La verdad, sí.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
No te acerques.
I really don't think you should do that.
Exacto.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that. You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
¿Qué pasó?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
No, la cara.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes
Todo se vuelve
dark,
oscuro
and you
y
die.
mueres. Ok. La cuchilla. Veamos
On a path
qué personaje
in the
aparece ahora.
woods.
No podemos saltar.
At the end of that path,
Porque ahora seguro va a aparecer
is
otra
a
voz.
cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Eso ya sabemos. Tengo una vez de déjà vu. Un momento, ¿acaso todo esto acaba? No, no lo haré, pero he muerto. ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí? Va a matarme otra vez. Pero si ya aniquilé a la princesa, si también me mató ya a mí, pero definitivamente acabé con ella. Pero ¿por qué estoy aquí de nuevo? Vamos a preguntar esto.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Ofendido. Este es...
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
Supongamos que digo la verdad y que todo esto en realidad ya pasó. ¿Por qué debería escucharte? ¿Por qué debería molestarme en hacer algo al respecto? Ir a la cabaña. Vamos a la cabaña de una.
A warning before you go any further.
No puedo saltar.
She will lie, she will cheat.
Ya sabemos
Couldn't
esto.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Vamos a volverla a aniquilar. Entrar a la cabaña. De una.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards.
Vamos a ignorar el espejo.
There's splintered
Vamos a hablar
edges
sobre el
of
espejo, pero lo vamos a
and
ignorar.
shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No dijiste nada sobre el espejo en la pared. Vamos a tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to...
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Vamos a sacar el espejo. No vamos a hablar sobre el
Walk
espejo.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Ah, claro, lo teníamos que ignorar. Bueno, ya está.
You reach for... But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Entramos. Entramos de una. Ya está, entramos. Ahora veamos con qué princesa nos
The door to
encontramos.
the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
A ver.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she
Vamos
sounds
a hablar un
threatening,
poquito.
it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Sí, me acerco a ti a apuñalar, ¿verdad?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
No le creas, hermano.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Mira el sudor. Mira el sudor que está acá.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
¿Te acuerdas de lo que pasó la última vez? Sé que tienes un cuchillo, te dejará de salir si lo sueltas. Me gustaría confiar en ti, pero estás actuando de una forma muy sospechosa. ¿Podemos resolver esto hablando? No tengo la llave. Nos matamos el uno al otro la última vez. Preferías que no vuelva a suceder. Mira, entiendo tu enojo, pero creo que los dos debemos olvidar las cosas del pasado. ¿Qué sucedió después de que moriste la última vez? Dios, son un montón de diálogos. Y si somos sinceros el uno con el otro, me enviaron aquí para impedir que acabaras con el mundo. Y la última vez te levantaste después de que te apuñalara en el corazón y me mataste. Nadie tiene que morir acá. Bueno, ¿qué harás si te dejo ir? Bueno, está bien. Me acercaré para liberarte. Más te vale no intentar nada raro. Acercarte, no. No confío en todo esto. Adiós. Dar media vuelta e irte. Aniquilar a la princesa. ¿Qué pasa si hago esto? El diablo. Vamos a hablar un poco.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking
De
about?
verdad, no le hemos hablado,
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Es exactamente lo que ocurrió. Entonces, si te acuerdas, sé que tienes un cuchillo. Te dejaré salir si lo sueltas.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Muy específico.
Okay, I could have sworn We didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Demuéstralo. Demuestra que no tienes el cuchillo.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Prácticamente. ¿Y si lo estás escondiendo en algún lugar secreto? Eso es exactamente lo que ocurrió. Entonces, ¿te acuerdas?
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Okay.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Acá abajo dice en cuanto te me acercas.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Me gustaría confiar en ti, pero ¿podemos resolver esto hablando? Tengo la llave.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Me gustaría confiar, podemos resolver esto hablando. Nos mataste la última vez. Prefiero que no vuelva a suceder. Mira, entiendo que tu envío, pero creo que debemos olvidar las cosas del pasado. Y si somos sinceros el uno con el otro, me enviarían aquí para impedir que acabaras con el mundo. Y la última vez te levantaste después de que te apuñalé en el corazón y me mataste. Nadie tiene que morir aquí. Bueno, que ahora si te dejo ir. Uno está bien, me acarrearé para liberarte. Más te vale no intentar nada raro. No voy a escoger esto. Vamos a decirle esto a ver qué pasa.
That doesn't sound like me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Vamos a probar a ver con esto, a ver qué pasa.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Vamos a preguntarle sobre esto.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own.
Y de
after
repente
all.
se saltó hacia ti y una gran cuchilla emerge de su brazo izquierdo que queda colgando debido a su expulsión. Ahora se convirtió en Wolverine.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Se va a arrancar el brazo.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Y al hacerlo, te arrebata tu única vía de defensa.
She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
Seguramente lo mismo hubiera pasado si no se mascaba para intentar matarla.
I'm going to kill you now.
Ah, ¿sí?
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes
Todo
dark,
se vuelve oscuro
and you
y
die.
mueres. Capítulo 3. Carrera de armas.
You're on a path
Hostia,
through the
te encuentras en un camino de bosque. No, maldita sea. Sí vamos a tener que seguir haciendo esto una y otra vez. No vamos a empezar siempre en el maldito bosque. Empezaríamos en la maldita cabaña.
What?
¿Qué?
The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Ah, se saltó todo.
Mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Estoy mareado.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Ahora es un espejo, es verdad.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Perseguido.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting.
Héroe ofendido, derrotado. Del perseguido. Tenemos 4 voces.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure.
Ah,
you
de
take
una.
the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Te he sido todo rápido.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do?
Sería muy bueno que en el juego las voces se escuchen. No sé, uno que se escuche solo por acá, otro que se escuche, otro que se escuche por varios lados. Estaría bueno. No sé, que 2 se escuchen acá y 2 acá.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Acercarte al espejo.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Ahí, perfecto.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Te puso la música.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you...
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Sí.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Por supuesto que luchamos contra ella. Apelaremos a su autoridad. Hagámosla sentir especial. Claramente podemos resolver esto hablando. Eso es muy fácil. Te haré conquistar con ella. ¿Qué? Tiene espadas en lugar de brazos y nosotros no. Es hora de entrar en pánico. Nos enfrentaremos a ella y nos mantendremos firmes. Si reprimimos el dolor, no podrá hacernos daño. Si nos mata ella gana, ¿cierto? ¿Por qué mejor no nos asustamos? Son pésimos. Piensa en algo mejor.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Nos va a clavar la daga.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
De una. No puedo hacer nada.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
¿Para qué? Escéptico. Somos como 6 voces ya.
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
¿Cuarta? ¿Cómo que cuarta?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Eso es muy básico, tiene razón. Si nos mata, ella gana, ¿cierto? De que haremos que nos acompañe y nos mantendremos vivos. Literalmente es lo mismo de hace rato. No hay ninguna diferencia. Vamos a hacer esto. No va a funcionar, seguro que no va a funcionar, pero vamos a ver qué pasa. Eso no funcionó. Y te termina matando una vez más. Y lo sigue haciendo una y otra vez. Tu memoria comienza a nublarse a medida que tu conciencia se traslada de una vida a otra, una y otra vez, y solo retienes retazos del conflicto que está sucediendo.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh.
¿Cuántas espadas tiene?
We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
¿Cuántas dagas tiene ya? Espadas.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Cada vez le salen más dientes.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes
Y luego
dark,
dos oscuros.
and you die.
¿Cuántas veces morimos ahí? Capítulo 4, destrucción mutua asegurada.
Don't lose your head.
No sé,
We're in a
estamos
cabin.
en una cabaña.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
¿A qué se refiere con carga de acero?
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Ok, ¿cuántas voces tenemos?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
¿Qué está pasando?
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very
va a
long,
grabar
because I'm
otra
going to do it right
vez.
now.
Pa, pa, pa.
¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Ya? Sí.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want to do that?
Okay.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Estás loco,
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Eso es lo que necesita.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is
sir.
all
What just happened? It's so quiet.
A él también.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Te quedas inmóvil, pero esa misma inacción hace que tu cuerpo se mueva por sí solo. Te acercas a la princesa y ella te ataca, pero cuando asesta su golpe, tú ya estás en otro lugar.
You're incredible.
Sus armas se enfrentan una y otra vez y ambos entran en una danza rítmica, libres de pensamiento y de existencia. Solo existe el baile, el flujo y reflujo, el movimiento de las mareas que van y vienen entre ambos. A medida que se compenetran en la lucha, más rápido laten sus corazones y más rápido son los intercambios entre los dos. Un punto culminante e interminable y luego una oportunidad. Tu daga ataca por voluntad propia y las de ella también. Ambos ataques son mortales. Domínate a ti mismo y acá con una enemiga tajante. Ambos ataques son mortales, no sobreviven, pero ninguno tiene miedo a lo que vendrá. Este es un buen final. No tienes oportunidad de ver morir al otro, ni la tendrán. Es hora de que te vayas. Los recuerdos vuelven. Acercarte al espejo. Lo haces. Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano hacia el cristal. Es hora de que veas qué hay en él. Te has desentrañado los restos. Te has deshecho. Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña. Acercarte a ella.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
¿Crees que haya personas allá afuera?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
¿Crees que lo que está allá afuera es real? ¿Crees que nosotros somos reales?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
¿Qué opinas sobre ese receptáculo?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
¿Sabes qué pasará cuando despiertes?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Cuando me envías de regreso no estoy solo. Hay voces que me hablan. Algunas son parte de mí, pero hay una que es diferente. Lo llamo el narrador. Y quiere que te mate. ¿Tú tienes un narrador? ¿Los receptáculos tenían uno?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Sí, no sé por qué, pero lo sé con certeza. Sí, y no sé qué voy a hacer cuando lo encuentre. Sí, y cuando lo encuentre, tú y yo por fin obtendremos respuestas. Sí, y cuando lo encuentre, voy a matarlo. Sí, pero no se lo contarás a nadie.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
¿Cuántos receptáculos más tengo que traerte?
One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final
Nos falta uno más.
multitude.
Si esta es la última vez quieres que traiga, ¿sabes que vamos a luchar cuando esto termine? ¿Realmente quieres que te traiga un último receptáculo? Si esta es tu última etapa, antes de que esté completa, entonces no voy a regresar. Me quedaré aquí. Estoy listo para volver.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
¿Sabes que vamos a luchar cuando esto termine? ¿Realmente quieres que traiga el último receptáculo?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction, just as not all conversations end in peace. Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am, and to have had the chance to know you.
Me quedaré aquí.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Ah, se me va a cerrar, ¿no? Ah, no. Si doy acá, creo que se me cierra el juego. A ver, voy a intentar.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Sí, se me cerró. Oh, ok. Ok, esperen, se me cerró. Ahí lo abrimos. Digo, hay muchos finales. Demasiados. ¿Cuántos eran? Puta, me falta uno, pero ya estoy viendo que no hemos conseguido, no sé, ni la mitad de las princesas. No me abre el juego.
You have returned
Espera,
to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never
momento.
left your side.
Has vuelto a mí, aunque te fuiste solo por unos instantes. Siempre he estado a tu lado. Esto calcula también cuánto tiempo te vas. Estoy listo para volver.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Ok.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Vas a ser oscuro y mueres. Ok. Llévate el filo de navaja completo a ella.
You're on a path in the
Saltamos esto. ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Qué hacemos? Saltemos toda esta parte.
You make your way.
Saltemos, entrar a la cabaña. No vamos a agarrar el coso, la daga. Vamos a entrar sin la daga.
The interior of
Saltamos, entrar al sótano.
the door.
Saltamos. Continuamos con las escaleras. No vamos a decir nada.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock
Saltamos. Veré qué puedo hacer. Examinar las cadenas.
You're only making this more.
Saltamos.
Okay.
Ya vimos esto. Saltamos.
Your shouts and I'll you
Saltamos.
try the door.
Saltamos. Volver a bajar las escaleras.
You make it easier for her.
Saltamos. Se cortó. Recatar, aniquilar. ¿Qué pasó? O podríamos usarla para liberarla. Hacer eso tendrá consecuencias terribles. Ah, ok. Podemos aniquilarla o salvarla. Vamos a salvarla y en la siguiente la aniquilamos.
Fine.
Saltamos. Cerca de la puerta cerrada. Saltamos. Advertirle.
Stop that.
Saltamos. No puedo resistirme. Ah, se la aniquilo otra vez. Aniquilar.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes
Todo
dark,
oscuro y
and you
mueres.
die.
La bruja. Veamos qué pasa ahora.
You're on a path in
Ah, no
the
puedo saltar.
woods.
A ver. No puedo
At the
saltar.
end
O
of
sea
that
que
path
algo nuevo va a
is
pasar.
a cabin,
En la cabaña está
and in the
las cabañas y
basement
la
of that,
princesa.
you're here to
Estás aquí
slay
para
her.
aniquilar, si no se pasará al frente del mundo. ¿Por qué no puede ser? ¿Por qué no puede saltar eso? Ir a la cabaña, dar media vuelta y te explorar. Pero si ya aniquilé, ya te presento también, bla bla bla. Va a matarme otra vez, pero he muerto. ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí? No, no lo haré. Un momento, ¿acaso todo esto no acaba de pasar? Vamos a decir
I
esto.
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess.
A
If he doesn't
ver,
remember what
no
happened,
lo
then
recuerda,
maybe it's best to keep it that
Pero
way.
sea,
Brilliant. We need to keep our
Oportunista.
cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so...
A ver, pero supongo que digamos, bla bla bla, ir a la cabaña. A ver, vamos.
You have already committed to my completion.
Nos habló. Ir a la cabaña. Bueno, vamos a ver la cabaña además.
A warning.
No puedo saltar.
Before you go, she will lie.
Bla bla bla.
Don't
Sí,
worry.
no te preocupes, puede
You can trust us to get the job.
Entrar a la cabaña. No decía casi lo mismo, solo al final del empezaba algo. A ver qué hay ahora.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room.
El suelo es húmedo y terroso. El único mueble digno de mención es una placa de barro de forma de mesa con una daga impoluta apoyada en su extremo.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you
Vamos
want
a
to do this
aniquilarla ahora.
right. You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Vamos a entrar sin hablar sobre el espejo. Bueno, vamos a hablar sobre el espejo, pero vamos a
there
hablar.
isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on. There's definitely a mirror. He says there isn't one. That's got to count for something.
Quiero ver que no importa, permanecer en silencio, acércate al espejo.
I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about... Come on.
Esto nos dijo.
He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were... I'm not lying to you, I promise. There is...
Entrar al sótano. ¡Ey! Desapareció.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into... The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probablemente.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole... You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
¿Eres tú quien manda aquí? Ok, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
¿Está encadenada si quiere? Ah, sí.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the truth. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Mira, me equivoqué. Todos cometemos errores, ¿cierto? Estoy seguro de que tú también lo has hecho. No te preocupes, la daga no es para ti. Quiero decir, no es para matarte a ti. Tenemos que sacarte de aquí de alguna manera, ¿verdad?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
No me toques decir otra vez. Mira, cometemos errores, ¿cierto? Estoy seguro de que tú también lo has hecho. Presento que no estás feliz conmigo. Fui yo quien murió la última vez, no tú. Si hay alguien aquí en quien no debería confiar es en ti. Mira, lo entiendo. Sé que las cosas se complicaron la última vez, pero creo que aquí hay algo más grande en juego. Deberíamos salirnos. Esto, a
I
ver.
suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to
pasa
me
si
like
ahora
she's
lo
offering
hacemos?
a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
¿Qué más podemos decirle? Me gustaría ser sincero respecto a mi situación. No me gustó como me trataste la última vez y creo que podemos usar el mundo imperio. Te atacaré en este instante, aniquilar a la princesa. Dejarla ir, dejarla en el sótano. No confío en ti, no lo suficiente como para dejarte libre. Definitivamente no lo suficiente como para sacarte. Me voy, adiós. No te quiero lastimar, pero claramente la confianza no es la misma. Toma esto como un gesto de darle la daga. Nos va a matar. Nos vamos con ella. Vamos a darse.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? As do I. Abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Esta es una democracia, le daremos la daga, darle la daga. Haga así, no importa, era una idea absurda, no le daré la daga, claramente, nos odia.
You're going to get everyone killed, you know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
La cara de felina que tiene. Eso depende de ti. Es por eso que te di la daga. La última vez fui yo quien tomó la decisión y me arrepiento. Así que ahora te toca elegir a ti. Ambos estamos con miedo y sufriendo. Si uno de nosotros no cambia, probablemente nos mataremos el uno al otro para siempre. ¿Tú quieres eso? Porque yo no. Podemos ser mejores que esto. Eres hermosa, yo realmente quiero salvarte y creo que esta es la única manera de hacerlo. Si eres como alguien que conozco, es probable que decidas matarme. Vamos a decirle...
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we? If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
No tengo
The look of
idea.
surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Era algo obvio que iba a pasar.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you.
This is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it! I got you! You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ok, ¿qué pasó? Entrega tu poder a un personaje sospechoso. La espina. El anillo de espinas.
Path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
Eso, ¿a dónde
Well,
vamos?
if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
She hates us.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. So maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in
Veamos qué pasa
violence.
ahora.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cab. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows.
Ya
or
estamos
bear
ignorando
our
al narrador.
intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Oh, are you now? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure.
Así con los dos.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Este lugar es diferente, no deja de cambiar, vamos a liberarla. Ahora estamos amando, estoy seguro de que ella lo sabe, pero veremos qué tiene que decir cuando lleguemos a la cabaña. Espero que no creas que estoy pensado en liberarla después de que me abrió el corazón. A la mierda la cabaña, ¿qué podría pasar si nos vamos? Me parece que está tomando con mucha calma todo esto, de los bucles. Independientemente de lo que vaya a suceder, parece que todos nuestros respuestas están en la cabaña. Terminaremos con eso, ir a la cabaña. Digamos esto.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence. Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think...
Hemos hecho... no hemos intentado matarla directamente. Claro, en la anterior hablamos y se aburrió.
You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty. Except for thought.
No, ok. Vamos a liberarla.
Please don't.
You can't stop all of us, you villain.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to
Sí, es
say.
verdad, es verdad.
Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Vamos a preguntarle esto y listo, vamos a la cabaña.
It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail.
Ya hemos fallado
Already
muchas
failed
veces.
twice. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel.
Not then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. Sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Ok, ahora sí, vamos a la cabaña. De una, ya.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
Entrar en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins
Otra vez el
merely
espejo.
suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here.
Las ruinas calcinadas apenas reflejan la forma y la estructura que alguna vez existió aquí. La madera carbonizada todavía huele a ceniza, pero debajo de ese olor está el aroma fresco del crecimiento primaveral, que le sigue la lluvia, la promesa de una vida nueva en medio de los recuerdos del pasado.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine
¿De
blade?
verdad no está la daga?
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
¡Oh, puede ser! Que desbloqueemos un final dándole la daga.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Explorar cómo puedo hacer para llegar allá abajo, lo único que veo es ese espejo.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go, but there isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here. Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place, and that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward. Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room.
Acercarte al espejo.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
Limpiar el espejo.
Reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Entrar en eso.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
Se nota que ya estamos cerca al final.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Desde aquí para siempre.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Baja las escaleras.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. Sí vine a reírme. ¿Qué creíste que pasaría después de matarme? ¿Acaso pensás que te probé? No vine para reírme de ti. Estoy aquí para liberarte. Si tan solo me dejaras hacerlo, yo puedo sacarte de aquí, pero para eso tendrías que darme la daga. Esta es una prisión que tú misma has creado. Le puse fin a nuestro ciclo de violencia. Si tú deseas seguir con esto, libre de hacerlo. Dar media vuelta e irte. Creo que no tengo nada más para decirte. Dar media vuelta e irte. ¿Estás bien si te vas a comportarte así? Entonces yo me voy. Te deseo una hermosa vida. Dar media vuelta e irte. Ok, vamos a decirle...
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Tú no eres la única manera de libertad. Estoy igual que atrapado que tú. Creo que tenemos que irnos juntos.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go.
¿No vamos a sacar el hecho de que me estuvieron controlando?
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
No hay nada que pueda decir para cambiar de idea.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion.
Entonces puede que ya sea la hora de que dejemos de hablar. Lo que importa de verdad es lo que hagamos. Esta será una opción, bla bla bla.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that,
No.
we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
Sí.
It's 2 against 1.
Sí.
It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Diga, princesa, yo solo quería recuperar mi daga. Ahora te quedarás sola. No, no, en serio se puede hacer, no. Liberarla.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion. That's right. What he said.
Algo malo va a pasar, muy malo.
We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of them. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Algo malo va a pasar.
All it would take is a single slip of the blade. Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Okay.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Claro que dice, simplemente estos aquí nos metieron aquí. Algo malo va a pasar. Pero bueno. Veamos qué pasa.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic
Algo
kiss?
muy malo va a pasar.
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Okay.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Estoy esperando que pase lo peor en cualquier momento.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance.
Ha.
If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment
Bésala.
doesn't last
Un beso de amor
forever.
verdadero.
You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
¿Qué va a pasar? Algo muy malo va a pasar.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Cortar sin avanzar las espinas. Cortar. Y cortarlas, ¿no? O avanzar sobre... No, cortarlas. Si las cortamos... capaz pasa algo de que cortamos una y todo se empieza a achicar. O algo así. Y avancemos sobre ellas, supongo. Porque algo malo va a pasar. Y no voy a tomar el camino fácil, por así decirlo.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Claro, paso hacia tu libertad. Procede a tus problemas y aprende a volver a confiar.
You open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
No pasó nada malo. Salió todo muy bien. Fue una muy linda historia. Me gustó. Esta posiblemente es mi favorita. No te vas a poder responderle y jamás la tendrás. Es hora de irse. Los recuerdos vuelven.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Es normal que tengas miedo. Este es el final para ustedes, pero no para mí. Todo saldrá bien. Confíen en mí. Ya hemos estado aquí y siempre tienen miedo.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Acercarte al espejo. Te acercas al espejo. Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio progresa mientras sentís en la mano. Desaparecieron de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan. Pero necesitas ver qué hay en él. No eres nada en absoluto. What the fuck es eso? ¿Un cuervo? Pero eso no puede ser. No puede ser nada. Vuelves a enfocar la mirada y las ves. Una figura distante, envuelva en sombras. No, envuelta en sombras. Más allá del reflejo. ¿Eres yo?
I think you know what I am.
El narrador. Una grieta comienza a abrirse en el centro del espejo y parte en dos la imagen que está en el cristal. Luego se forma otra grieta y otra y otra. El espejo se convierte en fragmentos irregulares del cristal roto. Y luego se forma... Hostia. Así que tú eres el narrador. Me preguntaba si alguna vez te vería. ¿Qué eres? ¿Eres algo parecido a mí? Si no eres yo, ¿qué eres? Tengo muchas preguntas que hacerte. Cuando se te rompen partes así, ¿te duele? Lo siento, no quiero destruirte. Si aparto la mirada o dejo de hacer preguntas, ¿servirá de algo? Cada vez que te pregunto algo es como si te rompiera una parte. ¿Eres una parte de mí o eres otra cosa? Tú eres el que quería que aniquilara a la princesa. ¿Por qué? Te conocí varias veces. ¿Siempre has sido el mismo? No debería haber visto todo esto, ¿cierto? ¿Qué es este lugar? ¿Dónde estamos? Uf, Dios mío, un montón de preguntas. Bueno, vamos a ver todo. Ya estamos en el final. Veamos todo. Primero, así que tú eres el narrador. Me preguntaba si alguna vez te vería.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
¿Qué eres? ¿Algo parecido a mí?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Muchos como tú. Ya dijiste algo similar. ¿En verdad cada narrador te fue diferente?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
¿Tienes algo que decir en tu defensa? Has sido muy arrogante.
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Después de todo que nos hiciste, ¿crees que alguien merece vivir?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Tengo muchas preguntas que hacerte.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
¿Cuándo se te rompe parte así te duele?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
No lo siento, no quiero destruirte. Si aparto la mirada o dejo de hacerte preguntas, ¿servirá de algo?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request.
La princesa escondía la mismísima muerte en su interior, pero yo te creé con todo el poder necesario para destruirla. Por siempre hazlo. Aniquílala y libra al mundo de la muerte y del sufrimiento. Cada vez que te pregunto algo es como si te rompiera una parte. No llegamos con todas las preguntas, ¿no?
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Quédate sin preguntas. Ah, es la última parte. No voy a aniquilarla. Quiero que lo sepas, antes de morir para siempre. Aún no decidí qué voy a hacer. Tengo que ver qué opina ella sobre todo esto.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Ok. Cuando se rompe el último fragmento del cristal, te ves con una nueva claridad. Eres el silencio eterno. Todo esto eres tú. Un vasto Dios naciente, y al fin es hora de que despiertes. Todo esto eres tú. Ir a la cabaña por última vez. Llévala a la espina a ella. Cuando llegas al corazón de las cosas, no hay receptáculo final que pueda ser esencial. No hay nada más por encontrar. Oh, oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
¿Cuántas son? También te he extrañado. ¿Eres consciente del eco? ¿De escuchar nuestra conversación? Me llamo en silencio eterno, pero no sé qué significa eso.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
¿Eres consciente del eco? ¿Escuchas nuestra conversación?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
¿Y qué pasa ahora?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or
Hay tantas historias que dejemos inconclusas. ¿En verdad podemos irnos así? ¿Y nada de esto es responsabilidad tuya? ¿Por qué debo llevar toda esta carga? Hablemos bien de todo esto. Dios, un montón de preguntas otra vez. Hablemos bien de todo esto. Aún tengo muchas preguntas y necesito respuestas para tomar una decisión. Si sales de aquí y el mundo se acaba, para siempre. No puedo permitirlo. Si de todos modos ibas a convertirme en esto, entonces ¿por qué tuve que involucrarme? ¿Acaso importaba que cabeza eligieras y todos me habrían traído aquí? Tiene que haber otra forma. No es posible que las únicas alternativas sean destruirte o dejarte libre. Me rehúso. Ya te había dicho qué pensaría cuando llegara este momento. Aniquilar el placer. Creo que llegó el momento de salir de este lugar, pero no sé cómo hacerlo ni a dónde ir. Vamos a hablar un poco.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Ok. Lo vuelvo a dejar por acá. Y nada de esta es propiedad tuya. ¿Por qué debo llevar yo toda esta carga?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share
Perdón por
reflections
estar
of each
moviendo el
other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Hablemos bien de todo esto. Aún tengo muchas preguntas sin respuesta para tu condición.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Acá dice la lógica.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Esta reflexión de este mundo. Apelar a su humanidad compartida. Hablas de la vida, la muerte, el cambio y el... Nada de eso ha sido sobre eso. Lo único que has hecho todo este tiempo es sermonearme. Actúas como si el mundo no pudiera existir sin ti, pero yo he existido sin ti. Ok, hostia, ¿qué hago? Apelar a la humanidad compartida. Aquí se explorar, solo vamos a hablar supuestamente. Solo vamos a hablar y es lo que creo que vamos a hablar. Podemos elegir otra cosa. De haber sabido lo que realmente eras, no te habría librado. Por supuesto que te ayudé. No quería que nos ayudáramos. Ok, para.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Boundless torrent of blades catch you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Me alcé muy por encima de ti y sigo estando ahí. Te destruí ahora así como te destruí en ese entonces. Yo comprendo, no tenemos que seguir luchando, me iré contigo. Ok, no, está pasando muchas cosas. El proyecto fue para agonear el final de este sentido de la lucha. Si yo te hubieras llevado ese cuerpo, nos habríamos todo, éramos un destructivo.
Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were.
You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth.
Estamos viendo la
of the new.
perspectiva de la princesa.
But you did not go quietly. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood, and through that defiance, you bound us both together. Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Cuando te conviertes en un dios, solo necesité un buen golpe para derribarte. Tanta bendición. Y todavía me pongo a ti. Lamento lo que te hice. No sé si un otro. Extraño cuando esa eras tú. Tu propio ego te consumió.
And you shed your doubts to rise against me. It was only together that we were able to create something beautiful. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity.
Esta fue de la vez que nos encerramos.
Impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Explorar. Lo superarán con el tiempo. Verán tu final como un regalo. Luego sería una tortura.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped. Your lever drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Explorar. Vamos a seguir explorando. No es esconderme, pero la verdad se puede mejorar así. Destruirte es lo que debo hacer para conseguir lo que sea. No quiero ocultarme de la verdad.
Then don't. There's no need for you to fight with me.
Cada vez habla más bajo. Estoy listo. Quiero irme de este lugar contigo. Detener la pelea antes de tiempo y rendirte. No iré contigo, no sin antes que vean las cosas desde mi perspectiva.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give.
A medida que el enfrentamiento traemos a Maina, comienza a temblar y tu fuerza de voluntad empieza a extinguirse.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Explorar. Es fácil creer en las cosas en las que crees cuando puedes ver más allá del todo. ¿Qué crees que pasará si salimos de este lugar? Bien, estoy listo para irme, pero ¿cómo salimos de aquí? Bla, bla, bla. Tengo que luchar por un momento mejor, lo siento mucho. Eres la crueldad, verdad, y no puedo mentir que sigas existiendo. Has hecho todo lo posible para que entienda tu perspectiva, pero sigues desestimando la mía. Si crees que puedes cambiarme, entonces yo también debería poder cambiarte a ti. No sé cuál sea la verdad respuesta. No sé cuál sea la respuesta, pero tiene que haber algo más. No puede ser esto. No voy a matarte, pero tampoco voy a dejarte libre.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Sé lo que sea que quieras hacer, no tienes que hacerlo solo. ¿Cuál héroe eres tú? No tienes idea de cuánto me alegra escucharte. Puedo hacer esto por mi cuenta. ¿Dónde están los demás? ¿Y cómo vas a ayudarme? Pensaba que las voces no podían estar aquí. Pensé que tu destino era morir cada vez que me veía el espejo. ¿Cuál héroe eres tú?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
No tienes idea de cuánto me alegra escucharte.
After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But you don't have to get into all that. I'm here now. That's what matters. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Estoy listo.
Then let's go.
What?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Sí.
Do you need me to describe things?
Eso me gustaría, por los viejos tiempos. Somos solos tú y yo. Nadie más logró llegar a la cabaña. ¿De verdad el narrador ya no está? Tomar la daga. Eso me gustaría, por los viejos tiempos.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of...
Estoy un poco muy confundida.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Qué bueno que se fue. No sé cómo sentirme con el hecho que él se haya ido. Es curioso después de todo lo que él nos hizo pasar. Me apena ver que se haya ido.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
¿Sin la daga o con la daga? Ya fue. Vayamos sin la daga.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Ok. Sentarte con ella. Qué bueno volver a verte. Perdóname por todas las veces que te he lastimado. Creo que no quiero ser un dios. ¿Eres la misma que cuando estás en ese lugar? ¿Cuál princesa eres? ¿Te ves igual que la primera vez que nos conocimos? ¿Realmente eres tú? Entonces ahora estamos aquí al final de todo. ¿Ahora sí puedes decirme tu nombre? Vamos a preguntarle esto.
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
Puedes llamarme el silencio eterno. Creo que tampoco tengo un nombre. El silencio eterno.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Not Hero. Oh well, Quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
Qué bueno volver a verte.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still, it feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
Perdón por todas las veces que te he lastimado.
You are so sweet, but the first time we met, you tried to rescue me, and I stabbed you like 50 times in the chest. And you know how bad of a job I did. You were the one getting stabbed.
Acá dice que fue terrible, que fue quien recibió las cuchilladas. Fuimos nosotros quien recibió las cuchilladas.
I mean,
Yes, you were possessed by that freaky voice living in your head, but I also could have maybe tried doing anything else before deciding to kill you. Anyways, I'm also sorry. We both let things get a little out of hand, but we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that,
Creo que no quiero ser un dios. Eres la misma que cuando estás en ese lugar. ¿Cuál princesa eres? Eso nunca fue justo por ninguno de los dos, ¿no crees?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
Creo que no quiero ser un dios.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
Acá dice, en un lugar en el que jamás quisiéramos estar. ¿Eres la misma que cuando estás en ese lugar?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't
Sí.
I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
¿Cuál princesa eres? Te ves igual la primera vez que nos reunimos. ¿Realmente eres tú?
I'm the princess, the one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have
Nos
you.
hemos marchitado.
And you're still real to me.
¿Qué piensas de ella? De lo que quería que fuéramos.
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's...
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
¿Y si tan solo nos vamos?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Siempre he querido salir de aquí contigo, pero no quería ser un dios. Quiero que salgamos de la cabaña tal como somos, solo tú y yo. El hecho de no saber qué significaría es justo la razón por la que quiero hacerlo. Conocíamos todo ahí afuera, pero no conocemos esto. Quiero conocer algo nuevo. No importa qué sé qué significaría. Lo que importa es que nos iremos juntos. Es lo único que quiero. No sé a dónde iríamos, pero mientras esté contigo fuera de este lugar, lo demás no me importa. Qué romántico. Explorar, tomar su mano. Ah, qué lindo. No sé a dónde iremos, pero mientras que yo tengo fuera, no hace falta decir nada, irte con él. Digámosle esto. Ah,
That's terrifying, but yeah, I think I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
¿vas a estar bien por tu cuenta?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways.
Los demás
The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
irte con la princesa. Tomados de las manos, la princesa y tú salen del sótano por última vez. En el sereno trayecto hacia arriba, reina un silencio agradable que llena el espacio que solía estar ocupado por violencia, palabras y pensamientos ruidosos. Pero no es un silencio pasivo, al contrario, está permeado de una electricidad que acompaña la expectativa de lo desconocido. Al final de las escaleras, la princesa se detiene y fija la mirada en la puerta de la cabaña. Siente su mano temblar en la tuya. Por primera vez en su corta y larga existencia duda de sí mismo. Ya no tiene una misión, y lo sabe, pero aún así duda. Y entonces cruza la habitación hasta llegar a la puerta mientras te arrastra con emoción.
Come on, princess. It's just a door.
Ok.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
¿Quién va a abrir? Todo listo, no sabemos qué es lo que habrá allá afuera. Te amo.
I love you too.
Qué lindo. Bueno, ¿y ahora qué? Pase lo que pase, los otra vez juntos. Y bueno, hasta acá llegamos, supongo. Muy buena historia, muy linda historia. Pero ya estoy seguro que no he conocido ni la mitad de las princesas, que hay, no sé, ¿cuántos finales habrá? Más de 50. Estuvo muy bueno. Me gustó mucho el juego. Pero bueno, no sé si hay ¿cómo se dice? Un postcréditos. Pero si no lo hay, espero que les haya gustado mucho el video. Espero que hayan disfrutado. Sé que no he hablado mucho, pero este es un juego más que nada en el que hay que leer. Y bueno, capaz de decir un par de cositas nomás. Si les gusta esta clase de contenido, no dejen de decírmelo en los comentarios. Espero que les haya gustado. Denle like, suscríbanse. Y nos vemos en la siguiente ocasión. Bye.